In a year that has been so hard for so many, you have mended a lot of souls simply by virtue of your standing here now on this remarkable night with this remarkable skyline.
From the minute she told me that she met Sam, the way that she spoke about him, I knew, even before I met him, he was something special. I mean, she would beam ear to ear. And then when I actually met him and I could see them together, their connection was, I mean, undeniable. It was just, they were meant to be.
Sam can be a man of few words. When he met Sara, he didn't just casually say, oh, Mom, I have a girlfriend. He was like, I'm dating someone, her name is Sara. I really think I like her. What do you want to know? I knew this was something really serious.
Thank you. She met him, and the first couple weeks, they saw each other like 5-6 times. And I was like, wait, what's going on here? That's like a lot faster than other relationships she's been in, and she enjoyed it. I knew she was happy, and when she met him, that she just felt a warmth and a connection with him.
Labor Day weekend of 2019. My brother and I were both home, staying with our parents for the weekend. We were sitting at dinner all together, the four of us, and there was a bit of a lull in the conversation. And my brother started smiling, and he kind of put his hands on the table, and he goes, okay. And then my dad just starts to like continue whatever conversation was still happening and has like no sense of the fact that my brother's about to like make this announcement. And my mom and I look at each other and we're like, wait a minute, something is happening here. And eventually my dad stops talking and Sam goes, all right, so I'm gonna propose. Yeah, he just seemed so happy. I've really never seen him this happy.
Although you come from different places, attended different schools, pursued different careers, you found each other. First at Sam's 24th birthday, and then through the ever holy and magical medium of Bumble. We here now validate all of it. Your love for each other, your dedication to each other, your promise to care for each other, and support each other in all that life brings.
My gratitude for the kind of day that we had and to be able to celebrate such a wonderful, wonderful event. It meant so much to all of us, but especially to Sam and Sara. It's just absolutely wonderful and amazing.
She was always smiles, wherever she was, whether she was with her little friends or with her family. Everybody called her Smiley, always smiles. And just a huggable type of person, warm, very warm. Extremely proud of her personality, just always available to help her family, always checking up on me, always checking up on her dad, wants to maintain tight relationships with people she loves.
Having a big sister is one of the greatest things in life. An instant BFF and someone I can always tell to shut the F up. Sorry, Mom, again. You've always been my little cute big sister that I've looked up to, and someone who's taught me the correct way to party through life.
Sara was delivered via C-section late on a Saturday night. At that time, the labor and delivery team gave me my new baby daughter, Sara, to hold by myself, uninterrupted, for what felt like an hour or more.
Oh my gosh.
As I looked down, holding this beautiful creation in my hands, our eyes locked.
Oh.
Beautiful. Don't cry on the makeup. I remember thinking how alert, calm, and content you seemed. I looked over every millimeter of your face, and I'm sure that you looked over mine as well. If I close my eyes, I feel like it was yesterday. It really was one of the most incredibly great and wonderful moments of my life.
So beautiful. Oh my god. Get out of here. This dress is perfect. Yeah. It's all over there. I feel it in my eyes. And there's room to shimmer. Do you see it? I had to shimmy in my dress to make sure that I could dance. Oh my god.
Sam is a little boy. He was loving, he was active, he had a mind of his own. I waited and waited and waited for him to take his first step because I knew that he could walk. But he wasn't going to do it until he could get up and walk across the floor, which is exactly what he did. That's Sam. He has always been a child and then a man who waits until the time is right to do what he's ready to do. I really value that in him because he knows himself.
When Sam was young, he was a really thoughtful, very deliberate little guy. I see those traits still to this day. There's a real academic side to him, to really be thoughtful and studious and analytical.
Sam can be a difficult shell to crack, and at the same time, he has so much love to give. He has just grown into such a thoughtful and really grounded man, and I'm just so proud of him.
They're just in tune, they're in sync, they're meant to be. They're really at home with one another when they're together. And I think they're each other's best friend. And I think that's what you want when you're getting married. You want someone who can be your best friend so that you can talk to them, you can confide in them, you can grow with them, you can appreciate that maybe sometimes you're not always going to agree, but you are going to respect one another. And I see that with the two of them.
I think that they both really just value family and love and support, and those are some of the most important things to share. So I think they're gonna have a really, really wonderful life together.
I just find their connection is incredibly strong, and they just fit together just so wonderfully.
Sam, Sara, friends and family, we've waited a long time for this moment, the start of this night. It's been a long and winding road. We weren't sure if this day would come, when it would come, what it would look like when it came, and thank God we're here now, together, in health, in happiness, to celebrate a really, really terrific couple and the journey that they are about to set on together. All of it begins with us signing this beautiful ketubah.
This wedding meant everything to me. I could just see how happy my sister was on this day, and with Sam always. It was just so amazing watching her beam ear to ear throughout this whole entire day.
I have never seen my son so happy, and it was just absolutely beautiful and heartwarming to see that.
Do you, Sam, take Sara to be your wife, to love, to honor, and to cherish?
I do.
That was a good answer. You got that right.
I practiced.
And do you, Sara, take Sam to be your husband, to love, to honor, and to cherish?
I do.
Hare,
Hare,
at, mikudeshet, li, bitabaat, zo, kedat, Moshe, Yisrael. Be consecrated to me, with this ring, as my wife, in keeping with the heritage, of Moses and Israel. Hare, ata, mikudash, li, bitabaat, zo, kedat, Moshe, Yisrael. Be consecrated to me, with this ring, as my husband, in keeping with the heritage, of Moses and Israel. Mazel tov!
This has been such an incredibly special day to watch these two wonderful people come together.
Running for days. My body won't stop 'cause I know what it takes.
I mean, I've always looked up to my brother and his strength and resilience, and I just see how much love he has for Boots. It has been so beautiful to be able to witness them together today.
I want to talk about the first time that I met Sara. I came to visit Sam, and I went to Smith's, which anybody that lives in Philadelphia knows that Sam and this whole crew, all of you, went to Smith's every weekend. When I got there, Sam wasn't in his spot, and I was confused. So I'm looking around, and I'm like, where the hell is this guy? And I see him in the back of the room, talking to this beautiful, beautiful woman, who is now his bride sitting next to him today. By the way, you look stunning and gorgeous. And you know, to see Sam out of his element, outside of the one corner of the bar, for anybody that knows Sam, he's a man of routine, and he likes what he likes and he doesn't like what he doesn't like. To see him just 10 feet over from where he usually stands, there had to have been something that was different.
I think that they have a very special ability to look at the world through each other's eyes. I'm telling you, I could not be happier for my son and our new daughter-in-law.
I knew what this was going to mean to her, and so I just wanted it to be the happiest day of her life, and she spontaneously came up to me multiple times and said, "Mom, this is the happiest day of my life." That's exactly what I wanted.
I'm so grateful and lucky to have a best friend forever and sister all wrapped into one. Sam, you have made my sister the happiest girl in the world. Thank you for coming into her life and ours.
It's a big cliche, but life really is a roller coaster ride. There will be ups and there will be downs. Support each other. Realize that the two of you are at your best when you take the time to really listen to what the other has to say. Take care of each other. Lean on the incredible strength and bond that the two of you share. Be good listeners. And whatever you do, don't lose your sense of humor or your ability to laugh. Look at the glass of life as half full, never half empty. Realize and accept that despite the best of intentions, there will be disagreements and some speed bumps along the way. We are all human. Mom and I both wish you from the bottom of our hearts a long and healthy and happy life where all your wishes, hopes, and dreams really do come true. We all love you very much. Now, with the insanity of this past year and the pandemic, this affair would have been very difficult, if not impossible, to pull off if it weren't for the hard work and persistence of Sara, Sam, Becca, and Fran. All of you remained very flexible as you navigated the many roadblocks that were put in your way, allowing me, as the non-voting chief financial officer of the family board of directors, to be pulled along for the wild ride.
Stunning. Out of my jeans. And your phone matches. That's great. Is someone calling you? Daddy's calling me. Do I come over? As like the video's going on. Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The cookie is crumbling the right way for me right now. I'm gonna get really hot.
You seem very shocked about the tie, Sam.
Wait, shift it. We're putting champagne in that drink. Sarah, this is my time.
So we're gonna do 4 down and 3 up. So you two are taller, so you can stay up. Can you come down?
Sure.
Thank you.
That teeth whitener.
You do look good.
Yeah. I just love your nose, but it also looks good.
Ready to get lit. I'm gonna dance my way to the next spot. Okay, J-Ma, you do that.
I can't thank you enough for teaching me the 3 most important life lessons there ever were. Number 1, the more creative and calorie-dense drunk meals you can conglomerate together, the better. Number 2, if you don't wake up in a sea of crushed up mystery chips in your bed, did you even have a fun night? And number 3, wherever you hear a beat like this, drop everything and pull out those choreographed dance moves.
I went to Muhlenberg with Sam, and as any 18-year-old would do in time of going to college as an incoming freshman, we went to Facebook. So I messaged this guy. I was Googling around and Facebooking, and I see Sam Koch, and I see Edgemont High School, and my cousin had went there. He looked like a nice, normal Jewish boy, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna message this guy and ask him if he wants to be my roommate. There's those little read receipts that come on. I see red, and nothing comes up, and there's no response for like 2 weeks. And I'm like, I'm really confused here because I'm playing football, he's playing football, I seem like a normal guy, he seems like a normal guy. And there was just nothing there. So finally he responds to me and he goes, yeah, you know what, man, I got it covered, so I'll just see it at camp. So this is my first impression of Sam.